Hey, J-Bros back here, back on that throttle cable. So I've got the shaft back connected and the throttle cable slid up through, and you'll see where, oop, let me back up here a little bit. You'll see the gold. Oh, that's not very good. Just wanting to not get very good. There's the throttle cable getting screwed onto the shaft there. That throttle cable shaft, that's a 15/16. Fortunately, I had a little Barbie doll one like this, slipped right up there. And then the this nut here, I don't know what size that was, but I had bought this goofy adjustable wrench. This thing frickin' slipped right up there, and it adjusts height on the shaft with this here. I mean, it does all sorts of things, and this here pivots. But anyway, I was able to sneak this up underneath the machine to hold this to tighten that up. So if you feel like wasting some money, it's not actually a waste, because yeah, works freaking great. Anyway, so that's attached. I want to show you this here quick. Here's the lock. Oh, that's the old one. I'm gonna go grab the new one. Sorry about that. I'll grab the locking thing. Yeah, and here's the shaft. This is just basically what it looks like. Lock nut, or excuse me, lock washer, shaft. And also on my old one, this one was busted here as well. So that was part of the fraying. And I did want to mention one thing real quick on this old one. On this old shaft, this crimp here, where this connection came to this crimp, I believe, was crap, because I think when that crimp was made, it made like a ridge around here inside, and I want to say that might have affected to cutting into this. So imagine a crimp that pushed in and created a little ridge on there that might have wore and tore on that. Because I had put a drill bit down in here and drilled this out so this slid super smooth. Because this is supposed to just slide super easy. This was very gummy, sliding up and down, which allowed my push button here up and down not to slide for crap. So that's just another FYI. If this is not going via the push button good up and down, it's because it might be a bad crimp right here, and also obviously needs some lubrication. But anyway, oh shoot, I almost forgot anyway, this is a new one. It's the same part, but might as well put the new one on. I almost forgot about that. So basically, I've already got the cable slid up through. Oh, yeah, cable slid up and through. I will just do a quick loose tight on that. All this is a new one, and I will show this here again just to reiterate. This is a better setup on this one. On this back side, it's got this relief nipple or bit. I lubed that up as well with some JB, and I already sprayed some JB down in here. But all this does is hooks right onto here. Okay. Okay, yeah. Here's this rubber washer that drops into here, and that is what smushes out to stop this. I'll put this on here real quick. So got that there. So now when that tightens down, it's going to push on that rubber washer. For some reason I just thought it was already on there. Okay, now this should get that out a little bit, get this tightened down here. Now if this doesn't work, then I don't know what the problem is. Okay, that's pretty tight there. Oh yeah. Yep, there it is. That just probably needs to get tightened up a little bit more. Okay, yep. Now that's definitely not supposed to move at that point. I'm gonna loosen that up because I kind of want it to slip here a little bit. Okay, so that's hooked up. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. So now on the other side, like I was explaining, this is how I am gonna run the throttle cable. I went right up this slot. That's the easiest spot I could see to get up in there. It's pretty self-explanatory. And the other thing why I went in this particular spot is I wanted to stay away from the muffler. My other throttle cable, because it was staying up in this vicinity, because it was only a 3-footer, it actually was catching this this back corner here and kind of started to melt it a little bit. But basically what this is going to do with this throttle cable, and this throttle cable, if you're not familiar, this slides in and out, and that's what allows you to hook up that shaft to this cable. Pretty self-explanatory, but yeah. I guess this is kind of why I don't really like to do this live when I'm moving these cables around. But I'm going to loop it down there, and I'm just going to come up through here. I might zip tie to this hydraulic thing to get it to bend back up here to stay away from that muffler. But I'm going to go ahead, get this hooked up, and yeah, I'll be back. Hey, J-Bros back here. I have got the throttle reinstalled, and yep, this is obviously tough to pull in and out, and I kind of checked the throttle there, and this first one here, there is the throttle. The one behind it is the choke. And yeah, obviously it's going to be tougher to pull back because you're putting more pressure on the throttle. But as far as I can see, push the button, boom, in, out. So that runs like a dream. Hey, I want to loosen it up. There it's spinning like a dream, like it should. There I'm spinning it back. And let's say it's a little loose right there. Tighten the lockdown with that rubber thing that I did not have on there. I don't know why that's still a little bit loose. Maybe I need to crank that down more. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's locking pretty good. Maybe it's just loose down here because the throttle cable's a little loose. Maybe I need to tighten that up a little bit. I don't know. But I'm going to try to fire it up right here. Oh, shoot. I'm going to shut this down, and plus I want to show you where I ran that cord. Actually, because that other, the other cord was 3-footer, and I'll just reiterate, just get this 6-footer. It's a dream. So anyway, I ran it up through that spot. You can see the throttle cable right there. I just ran it right up to the nut. It flexed down like this. Right there, you'll see the throttle cable. Does a little U right there. Comes back up. I took and zip tied it to that hydraulic line to make a nice bend around to get around the muffler, so I don't have to worry about that burning. And there it attaches into that little clip there. And then there is which you can't really see behind that hydraulic hose. There's that little nut under that hose where the throttle connects to it. So that just gets slid in there. And you will want a small screwdriver for that. Just a little Barbie doll screwdriver to get in there to tighten this up, because this is really tight. And this is kind of a pain in the butt because you're getting this nut and washer in here, and it's got to fit in between here. So this is kind of a wonky thing there, but I don't think that's going to matter, because this is just meant to clamp onto that bolt, and then the next thing, oh, there it is. This is actually what stops the cable anyway to pull the throttle. But yeah, I guess that's it installed. If you want to hang around for a couple seconds, I will go ahead and fire this up and see if I did it right. We'll shut this down here. And yeah, so this will be the first time this has been fired up in a spell. So got throttle up. Uh-oh, what the heck did I do there? I'm gonna have to see. My choke is... I didn't get that pinched on something, did I? Huh. I will have to see what's going on there. My choke is not working. I must have tightened a bolt down that wasn't meant to be tightened down. Okay, I guess my boy's gonna have to do some editing on this video. Okay, I'm not sure where I left off, and we'll see what Jackson wants to edit in and out. But I think I've got everything to normal. So back to what I was talking about with, we'll go over to here first. The choke had gotten stuck, and I'll show you why in a minute. Right now, the choke is working. Oh, there went my light. Right now, this is moving in and out, no problem. Twisting, that's obviously low as it goes. Twisting out, twisting in, and to lock it, just tighten that up, and then you're kind of more difficult to get it in and out. So it basically holds it to where it's at, so it's not loose like it was there for a little bit. Anyway, there's that. Get my light up here so I can show you. Okay, throttle cable right there. That goes up to the shaft, tied in. I looped that from there, and I zip tied it to there, or to that hydraulic line with that white zip tie, and there's the throttle going right here, and that was to keep it away from the muffler. So the 6 foot cord, totally the right way to go. It's just easier, and you can see it loop right down here, right around up there, nice smooth bend into it, no bend up there. So this is the only, it's not even a difficult bend, but just nice smooth bend. And then my bolt came way longer than the other one, and what I was trying to do, so I was trying to get, because there was 2 of these bolts here, I ended up taking off because I had the bolt here, then I had a bolt here, kind of crossing up on that. I ended up removing the bolt on the other side, sliding the bolt completely how I've got it there. So what was happening is the throttle, or the choke, was hitting where that rubber boot is. And I'll try to see if I can't get on that cord so you can see it. So that throttle, because this bolt was so damn long, it was sitting over here and it was stopping this choke from going over. So I had to move that rubber thing all the way to the holding spot. Anyway, so the choke works. That's kind of how you install it. I hope I didn't throw too much at you as far as the video, but let's fire this up and see if I know what I'm doing. And obviously, feel free to ask any questions or comment down below. Also, too, there's a lot of people that watch the videos, and only about 5% of you guys are subscribed. Please hit that subscribe button. It doesn't hurt you in any way and just helps the channel. But okay, I've got the Red Master Power on. I got the key here. Let's see how many hours are on this girl. Okay, I've got 6 gallons of gas. I think one person said something about a horn. my horn works. Obviously my fan works, the lights work. 37.4 hours. That's a lot of hours, I would say. Choke obviously works. Got her throttled up. Probably don't need it that high, but we'll see how she does. Oh, probably need a little choke. Alright, just needed a little choke on it. Anyway, yeah, let's check the throttle here a little bit, see how it does. Okay. So that's the pushing in and pulling out portion of it. I personally like twisting it in and out. I felt like I could get a better feel and a better lock where it's at, so I like that. But if you're probably going to down throttle, that might be the way to go. But anyway, obviously it must look like I know what I'm doing. I don't know why Jay's showing up here now when the project's done. But yeah, so that's the throttle cable and how to install it. As I already showed, it was like a $45 part. Yeah, and I kind of mentioned before, I sprayed some JB Weld into that shaft. Yeah, where the heck I must have moved that part. Well, into that shaft, and it feels like it's sliding in and out quite good. Yeah, please like, subscribe, comment down below if you got any questions, but J-Bro's out.